So not too long ago, I was watching a story from Damien's platform about a mother who is or was living with her daughter in New York, and her daughter wanted her out. She didn't really have any reason as to why the daughter wants her out. But listen, you don't really need a reason for your adult children to want you out. My experience in what I have seen over the past 21 years with adult children in America is that they tend to come against their parents quite often, and the parent that normally gets the brush or the blunt of it is generally the mother. The mother is the one who generally gets the brunt. Am I saying the right word? Brunt, blunt, whatever. Yes. And how this happens, or in most cases how this happens, is a lot of times as the child gets older, anything that you have done to that child, especially when it's from earlier on in your life, say it's whipping, you might have whipped that child even one time, and the whip that you whipped that child, and even if it was for a good reason, even if it helped to pave their way in life for the better, they tend to sometimes even hold those things against you. So like, no matter what you do for these kids, and I see this even with Jamaican kids, because this was a Jamaican lady. She has several different kids. She said she was living with her daughter in Florida. She said her first daughter, that's in Pennsylvania, had filed for her, and she had left for 13 years or whatever. It seemed like she might have lost the green card because she left out of the country, right? She might have went to England, because I heard her tell Damien that she just came back from England after this, I guess, new daughter filed for her. I hope I'm telling the story correctly. The new daughter filed for her, the one that's in Miami filed for her, right? And so then she wanted to stay in New York, because New York, you know, she liked the life there. It was a more fast-paced, or it is a more fast-paced life, and so she rather the fast-paced life that is in New York. But anyways, she said that the daughter called the cops on her and said that she, I think, threatened her, that the mom threatened her, and she wanted her out. Well, the cops let her know that, you know, they could not put her out like that. Guys, once somebody live with you for at least 30 days, you cannot put them out, right? You cannot put them out. You cannot put them out. You have to take them to court. So if someone tries to come and stay with you for 30 days or more, just make sure you know that once that 30 days, they're a tenant, honey. Even if they're not paying rent, they're a tenant. You can't be putting out people like that. So, you know, instead of her dealing with her daughter, going to court and all that stuff, she figured she'd just go ahead and, you know, leave, you know. So now she's in a shelter, guys. She's in a shelter. She has kids. She has a son that's in England. So I guess that's who she was with in England. She said she has 2 sons, I think. One of them she have not told. The other one, I believe she said she told. They are upset. The daughter in Miami is upset that that her sister put her out. The son is upset with her because he said, I told you you should have never gone to stay with her. But you know what, guys? Anyways, she's working. She seemed to have her papers. So for whatever reason, she decides to stay in the shelter. Listen, bills are so expensive in America. And for whatever reason, people decide to stay in a shelter. That's on them, you know, because the bills are crazy. And I know maybe people in the comments are probably saying, why is she in a shelter? Why don't she go get a place and all these things? Listen, guys, bills are so crazy expensive. But yeah, these kids, they're a mess. You will kill yourself and go above and beyond for these kids, and they will throw you out in a minute. Okay, I know of people with their kids that they brought up from Jamaica that don't even talk to them today. And the reason that child says that they don't speak to their mother is because the mother whipped them. You know, if it wasn't for the mother, that child wouldn't have been in America. But all because, oh, my mother whipped me, so I'm not talking to her. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And that mother right now, like, out of the 4 children, she has 4 children, and out of the 4 children, only one of them decides to even bother with her. You know what I'm saying? You know, it can be really hard, guys. Like, you guys will never understand or know what I'm talking about until you've been through it. I've been there, done that. My parents are not here anymore. And I've seen this with other families. You know, it's just a sad situation. Like, a lot of times children grow up, and you know, children want to have their own lives. And I said to you guys, you know, as your young people right now probably listening to me, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get your lives together. Let's say us. We gotta put our lives together. We gotta work hard and save, buy a house, and have our finances together. Because let me tell y'all something. You can't sit there working these little hard jobs and, you know, thinking that, oh, well, I guess a lot of people don't think either. They don't think and wonder what is going to happen to them after they're not able to work anymore. They don't think and wonder, you know, yeah, what's gonna happen to them after they can't work anymore? What's gonna happen? Where am I gonna live? Like the lady, she said that she's working these caregiving jobs and all these things. When she can't work anymore, she's gonna have to depend on her children. I don't want to have to ever depend on any of my kids when I get old, because you don't really want to put that burden on your children. Okay? Kids have their own lives when they are older, especially the boys. I would tell anyone that has boys to try to get you a daughter, even one. And not saying the daughter will come out to be a good person, because some of them girls are evil, and some of them girls are just like the boys. Well, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better try to get your lives together. Stop worrying about impressing your friend, your neighbor. Worry about your future. Worry about how you're gonna eat when you get old. Worry about how am I gonna put my pot on my fire when I get old. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that we should really be worried about. You understand? Yeah, we these little hard jobs, we go to work, we go to school, and we waste a lot of time when we come out, and you know, we just jumping around here doing this, doing that, and not worried about tomorrow, not knowing what's gonna happen to you. You know, you pass away and you don't even have the first cent to bury your own self. Your family, your kids have to be worried about how you're going to bury. I'm telling you guys, as a parent, we have to make sure that our finances are in order. Don't sit there and want to depend on your child to take care of you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't try to say, oh, I want to, you know, I need my children to take care of me, because then you're going to be putting burden on your child and their relationship that they're going to be having with either their wife or husband. You understand? So we have to try to put our lives in order so that our children will have it a little easier and our children will not be stressed and all these things. We just have to listen. Wherever this lady lived, you know, yeah, she lived in Jamaica, and that's different, you know. Listen, my parents had their house, thank God they had their house, so they were able to go back and rally on their house, because not all the children were good children. Oh my God, not all the children were good children, right? Listen, if my parents didn't have their house, I don't know what would have happened, you know. My dad lived with me for a minute. My dad lived with me what is she doing? You cannot do that. Don't run me. My parents had their house, thank God. And so, sorry about that, guys. And so this is what happens when you try to do a video. Oh my God. But anyways, this is what happens when parents don't put their lives together. And you know, everybody's out here running the street, especially fathers. They want to run the street, run up and down and do all these things, and they don't think about their future. They want to run up and down with woman thinking about, you know, when they really should be thinking about their future. And then you know what, a lot of men end up not having nowhere to live when they get old. A lot of them. So guys, I'm just telling you guys, I'm just teaching you something that I know. Been there, done that. Try to put your lives together so that you don't end up in any of these situations. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.